don't prepare for the last battle. The next battle will be driven by the economies that will be strong over the next 50 years. And they're economies that traditionally we have not been strong in. So within Enterprise Ireland, we now have colleagues recruited, thankfully before the embargo, in relation that can speak Portuguese for the Brazilian market, that can speak Chinese, that can speak Russian, that can speak Japanese, all gearing up to those opportunities. So opportunity will, obviously the intent is to stay strong in the markets in which we're existently strong in, but the challenge is now is to go out from that and have the courage to go out from that. And these offices are strategically located to enable companies to be introduced to those marketplaces. And they're very necessary. Irish companies, by and large, are composed of SMEs. We can probably count on two hands the large Irish companies. So it means that the majority of companies that we deal with are SMEs, and they are small on the Irish scale and they are tiny on the international scale. And they need access and introductions both at government level and at business level in these countries. It's very difficult to do business in Asia as an SME if the Irish government is not standing beside you and essentially endorsing your position in the marketplace. Extremely difficult to do that. They expect that. They expect that in Brazil. They expect that in the Middle East. And these are the countries that have access to the petrodollars. And so the old saying we used to follow in IDEA is follow the money. And I'm a great believer in following the money. And some of these countries have enormous potential ahead of them. Brazil is the only country in the world that has the potential to be able to feed China single-handedly. So you have to realize that if they're very advanced in ethanol, if they're exporting ethanol products out of Brazil, they've already solved their energy issues there. They are well placed for growth going into the future, as is the Middle East, as is Russia, even though trading with Russia is difficult. And so the question is where and what long-term geographic areas are you going to focus on as a key question? If I might briefly comment maybe on the sectoral side of things, there are a number of sectors that are returning rapid growth in 2009. They would include elements of the software industry, medical devices, life sciences, clean tech, and internationally traded services, including the type of business models the columnist is talking about. They're all up in 2009. The two sectors that will be under pressure is the domestic performance of the construction sector, and thankfully it's good to see the construction sector performing much more effectively now overseas, and the other one is the food sector. And John's all too familiar with this because of what has happened essentially in the UK, and we still send a lot of our exports on the food side into the UK. When we come out of this particular period challenge now, we have to be positioned in markets that are difficult for us, traditionally not our home markets, but that's where the growth is going to be.